but there was something in the way of you tapping into what your deepest joy was. Either, you had work in corporate America and what would your neighbors think, or your fear of, well, could you make enough money, or whatever it might be that has kept you from doing this thing that you most deeply desire and love, that could be your biggest impact and contribution in the planet and to your life, right? And a lot of people are in that. So you do this practice that we're talking about, and you, in this unmasked, altered state, in the ritual, working with sexual energy, you get in touch with the sadness and also the gratitude of that you have a life and you have an opportunity to do this thing that you most deeply desire. And you're able to cry and get angry and get disappointed and let go of the vibration that keeps you stuck.
Got you.
It's beyond words. So that's where the sexual intelligence comes in, because in that altered state, again, that was around before we had language, we get in touch with a vibration. And it's vibration. I mean, we work with vibration. We are vibration, string theory, and science is proving all of that out, that it's all connected. And that's our lineage, people might listen to this and go, oh, well, that sounds a little woo-woo, Freddy Zental. But what's really woo-woo? Our single-cell amoebas, multi-cell organisms, and a universe that goes on for ad infinitum. And that's our lineage. So we are just beginning to tap into our potential in terms of like peace is just a thought away. I mean, we could do that. We could do that. We just haven't made, that spiritual quantum leap to seeing ourselves in each other. And, I think, as I said, I think we're moving.
Yeah. So thank you. Thank you. I want us to get to National Loving Day, because June 12th is a grassroots holiday. Today's June 13th, but June 12th is National Loving Day. And National Loving Day, for just to catch everybody up, is this grassroots holiday to celebrate the Supreme Court decision in 1967 that made interracial marriage legal throughout all 50 United States. So some of you, including me, are old enough to where this was illegal, where maybe you marrying your partner would be illegal, certainly in my lifetime and in Freddie's lifetime.
Yeah.
And
wow.
Yeah, isn't that something?
I got something about that too, but go ahead, please.
No. What you got?
Okay. So my mom and dad were both Black. They were married. They had 4 children. My father was a physician. My mom was a teacher and then became a principal with the LA Unified School District. Well, when my father was, I guess they'd been married about 17 years. And anyway, at some point they weren't getting along and they got a divorce. And I was, of the 4 kids, the only one to go live with my father, who then remarried a white woman. So I was 7 years old at the time. And she became my stepmom. This was 1967 in Los Angeles, California. And it was still on the books. It was illegal for interracial marriage. It was still in the books. Yeah.
In LA?
In LA, California. It was a law, and it wasn't really enforced, but it was still on the books. It's just like a lot of these covenants in these HOAs or homeowner association bylaws, or no sell to Black people, even though it's against the law, but it's still on the books, and they're undoing a lot of that language now. Yeah. But even in the language, the vibration of the language still persists this kind of unconsciousness, which is what you were talking about, which is what I do in my meditations in terms of making a shift. I'm not in racial justice as a work, yet, I vote the way I vote. I do volunteer my time where I can. I donate my money, in terms of the way I see it valuable and making a difference. But what the big piece is for me too, I think, is my meditations. In my meditations, I visualize a world that's for me. I visualize a world that people see each other in them, see themselves in each other. And that becomes the energy that I have. And I believe that becomes a vibration. And that becomes the smile on my face. That becomes my hello to Black, white, Asian, whoever it is that's in front of me. And so that's how it's kind of like the Gandhi thing, be the change you want in the world.
Right. I've seen you with your vibration with people. Like, we were somewhere, we were at we were eating dinner or a meal with Freddie and some other friends. And then some guy passes by, I think a white couple from Australia or somewhere. And they're just chatting up, and then they walk by, and I was like, "Oh, Freddie, how did you know them?" He's like, "I didn't know them." It's just like he just started talking. So I think there is something about a vibration